know, they're coming out, they're getting to their offense, and they're working in the top position, looking for bonus points. That's where you separate yourself, especially in the Big Ten, is looking to get bonus points. That's what Penn State does so well. That's why they're so successful.
Saw Abonader's record of 14-1, now extends that to 15-1 and keeps his undefeated streak alive in duels. And that's back-to-back pins in the first period. He pinned Wyatt Wilson of Indiana in 1 minute and 16 seconds, and here it was 1 minute and 54 seconds. So it's been a while since he's gotten even to the second period.
He's currently enrolled in the graduate school.
So Huntley had a high crotch attempt right off the whistle. Now Huntley spins around, gets the 2 points for the takedown, and now he goes to work on top, looking for a cradle, cross-face cradle, not something you see a lot out of Max Huntley. But he's improved, and it's crazy to say that a sixth-year senior All-American is still making improvements, but in the top positions, he's made strides this year. The top position hasn't been his strong point, but this year, continuing to get better. It's the little things that he's doing that is allowing him to continue to climb up those rankings.
In his past, Huntley preferring to wrestle on bottom, but this is a sacrifice that he's made for this Michigan team. Coach Joe McFarland says, Max, I want you to wrestle on top. He's going to try to work his butt off and improve on wrestling on top. And we've seen that come to fruition here this season.
Where he was a New York State runner-up. He's 3-6.
Doing a great job here, building up that riding time in the first period.
1 minute riding time advance to Michigan. 1 point escape for Northwestern.
There is Berkowitz's first point here as he picks up the escape 2-1. He trails Max Huntley. Berkowitz coming off of a loss against #1 ranked Morgan McIntosh at Penn State. He lost by a major decision 17-4 in Northwestern's 46-4 defeat of the Nittany Lions a few weeks ago.
So Max Huntley working from an underhook situation, has that underhook on that left side, now switches to a single leg, doubles off, gets the 2 points for the takedown. So that's chain wrestling, putting two moves together is what you want to see, and we just saw that from Max Huntley. Going to a front headlock, underhook first, switches to a front headlock, and then switches to a single leg.
20 seconds remaining in the period.
Huntley combined those two moves perfectly to get that takedown, extending his lead here to 4-1. Already has over 1.5 minutes of riding time in this one. As this first period comes to a close.
So now where do you go if you're Berkowitz? You've seen Max Huntley's dominance on his feet. Coach Matt Storniolo
1 minute 47 seconds of riding time into the second period at 197
going to put Berkowitz in the down position.
As we see Max Huntley, the graduate student, mentioned his 6th year here in Ann Arbor, 14-2 record. Him, along with Abonader and Adam Kuhn, the 3 undefeated wrestlers for Michigan in dual meets.
And I wish their names were a little smaller. Abonader, Huntley, and Kuhn. Could have called them the law firm if Abonader's name wasn't so long.
And they would be a great law firm as they just go to work every single time that they're out there.
If there's 3 people you can count on in this Michigan lineup, it's going to be those 3. What an advantage to have them closing out a duel. So Berkowitz with the roll comes up to his feet, 1 point for the escape. So 4-2.
And it's certainly not a disadvantage to have them start a meet either.
So Berkowitz looking for a takedown, so ties the match at 4. Little spin behind coming from Berkowitz to get that takedown. Not something you see a lot out of Max Huntley. When he gets to his shots, he usually finishes and does so quick, but Berkowitz able to stop the momentum of Max Huntley, spin around, get the 2 points for the takedown, and still in control technically. So
2 points,
as I say that, Huntley gets the reversal.
2-point reversal there for Max Huntley. He leads this one 6-4 now, but now has over 2 minutes of riding time. So virtually a 3-point lead here.
30 seconds, 30
30
seconds remaining in the
seconds left
period.
here in this second period. Michigan leading the Wildcats 10-0 on a major decision by Devontae Mahomes and then a pin by Dominic Avenue. 1-point escape there for Berkowitz. Closes the gap to 6-5 as this second period comes to a close.
And this is promising for Berkowitz. He's able to get a takedown, and that's what you want to see is offense.
Michigan's Max Huntley takes a 6-5 advantage.
And he's able to get an escape.
19 seconds of riding time into the third
Berkowitz,
period here,
the
197 pounds.
junior from
Huntley chooses to
Scarsdale,
begin the
New
third
York,
period in a down position.
3-5 on the year. Mentioned that he's lost his last 4, the last 2 by major decision, but they've been against number 3 Nathan Burak of Iowa, and then, as I mentioned earlier, the number 1 wrestler in the country, Morgan McIntosh.
So as I was saying, it's promising. That's what you want to see, offense. We saw the offense from Berkowitz. He wasn't able to ride in the top position, but in the bottom position, he's been working to get to his feet. So now he just has to close the distance on these shots, working from an over tie. So he has to work inside to an inside tie and continue to close the distance, pushing the pace here. It is Berkowitz, so this is going to be a stall call on Huntley. Rightfully so. Referee Joe Tauber hits Huntley for backing out, so that's his first warning. The second one will be a point awarded to Berkowitz.
You're probably accidentally switching between like channels A and B.
A minute and 10 seconds remaining here in this third period. Score is 7-5. Max Huntley leads. And
One
he
minute
has
remaining in
2
the match.
minutes and 14 seconds of riding time currently.
So it's go time for Berkowitz. What's his go-to shot? How does he end every day at practice? What move does he work on when you know you're down by a takedown, you need it? These are the situations you put yourself in, and now Huntley in on a single leg looking to score, and Berkowitz could potentially be in good position here if he could get his hips up. So now Berkowitz needs to get his head high. The wrestler who has their head in the highest position is going to win, and Berkowitz having that head on the mat is not going to be able to finish it, but this is promising here.
Just as you mentioned, that complete role reversal, Huntley's head on the mat here.
So Berkowitz is going to score this takedown if he could get his hips up top, and he doesn't. So Huntley finishes strong.
Great way to close out the match there for Max Huntley. Picking up an 8-5 victory with that extra point of riding time.